Welcome to today's video about Fortinet NSE 540 8.0 Administrator Exam Prep. What is Fortinet NSE 540 8.0 Administrator Exam? Recommended experience. Detailed exam structure. NSE 5_FWB_AD 8.0 Exam Topics. Best study tips to prepare for the NSE 5_FWB_AD 8.0 exam. 1. When configuring SSL offloading or inspection, which two certificate-related tasks are commonly needed on FortiWeb? Choose 2. A. Upload, import the relevant server certificate and key used for the protected name. B. Disable TLS entirely between FortiWeb and the backend servers. C. Replace the backend server's OS Trust Store with FortiWeb's Trust Store. D. Configure multi-certificate selection when multiple host names, certs are required. 2. In an active-passive HA pair, what triggers the passive unit to take over traffic? A. The passive unit receives more HTTP requests than the active unit. B. The passive unit detects a new FortiGuard signature update. C. The heartbeat indicates the active unit is down or unavailable. D. The administrator imports a new certificate on the passive unit. 3. Which two log types commonly feed FortiWeb reports and investigation workflows? Choose 2. A. Attack logs. B. Traffic logs. C. BIOS logs. D. GPU driver logs. 4. An e-commerce site reports credential stuffing on login. Which FortiWeb feature is the best immediate fit? A. Configure HA heartbeat timers. B. Disable HTTPS offloading. C. Disable signatures to reduce CPU load. D. Bot mitigation policy applied to the login URL. 5. Which two capabilities describe how FortiAI assists with FortiWeb log investigation? Choose 2. A. Auto-generate server policies and deploy them without review. B. Analyze and summarize logs in attack, traffic, event log views. C. Provide an analyze with AI action on individual attack log entries. D. Replace the need to enable logging on FortiWeb. 6. In FortiWeb, why is caching typically enabled for static objects, images, CSS, JS, in high-traffic applications? A. To automatically block SQL injection on post requests. B. To reduce repeated backend fetches and lower server load. C. To enforce MFA for all client sessions. D. To generate PCI compliance reports automatically. 7. During initial troubleshooting, which two actions align best with FortiWeb's recommended approach? Choose 2. A. Change operation mode immediately to test a theory. B. Disable all protections first, then review logs later. C. Validate backend connectivity, health status from FortiWeb. D. Reproduce the issue and capture logs around the incident window. 8. Which FortiWeb feature is specifically used to check web applications for vulnerabilities as part of compliance, security hygiene? A. Web vulnerability scan. B. HA synchronization. C. SSL offloading. D. Caching, acceleration. 9. Your design requires deploying FortiWeb inline without changing client DNS to point at a proxy address. Which two deployment characteristics align best with transparent modes? Choose 2. A. FortiWeb can operate only as a passive sniffer in transparent mode. B. Operational considerations differ from reverse proxy, networking, feature support. C. FortiWeb must always present its own certificate to clients for all HTTPS sessions. D. Inline traffic flow where FortiWeb inspects traffic as it passes through. 10. FortiWeb mentions that some DOS protections rely on tracking client requests. What feature category supports that tracking? A. HA heartbeat used to track active elections. B. Report scheduling used to track monthly exports. C. Client management used to track request behavior. D. Certificate store used to track key usage. Check the correct answers for each question. Subscribe Passert for more IT exam prep.